He gets it in. It's gonna be tight here. It's in. Oh my God! Goalie goal. Goalie goal. Goalie goal. Where do we find these guys? He's going, and he's got it.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Stumpy Logs, also known as Log, joined by Lusky. Today we got a game against the Camel Crushers. They're visiting the Bloomington Wild for what's going to be a great game. I got to tell you, I worked a 9-hour shift at my day job at Chipotle, and all I could think about was playing puck. No white rice, no brown beans, just puck. We got two great teams today. They got some crazy firepower on the front end of both teams. We got Beluski down at ice level. What do you think about these teams?
I'll tell you what, I'm excited for the goalie matchup here. Big goalie guy over here, and I love anytime I get a chance to maybe watch John play. I think he's well regarded as maybe the best goalie in the world. It'll be a fun time to get to watch him work the crease.
I agree, and he was picked 13th overall, first in round 3. He was the first goalie to go, I believe. So that says a lot. And I agree. I mean, he's made some huge saves so far this season. For me, this is my first time doing a Div 1 game, so I'm really looking forward to just seeing the talent. The first game I did was a Division 2 game, Contenders Division, and they were fantastic. That was
Absolutely.
The Reapers versus the Galaxy, so I'm just super excited to see what these guys bring to the table in Div 1.
This is the cream of the crop when it comes to puck. You're going to see the best players in the world competing tonight. It's going to be a good time. I can't wait. First game in the booth. Can't wait. Pleasure to be here with you, Log.
Yes, sir. So 3 points. I interviewed both the captains. We got Mike Throdano. He's the captain of the Camel Crushers today. I asked him what are 3 points he needs to focus on for his team to succeed. He said, 1, move the puck well. Number 2, just play our game how we normally play. They do have a sub in tonight in Frog Tea. And then the third thing he said was to stay level-headed. Just focus on the game, play your game. On the other side, the captain of the Wild is Lumily. He said, number 1, secure. Number 2, and number 3, bag. So I would imagine they're pretty confident. You can probably hear it on the bench down there.
Absolute bar from Lumily, if you ask me. Fantastic. Good point by Mike Throdano. It's oftentimes you can get worked up and a little anxious and a little nervous in these games. So being able to play quick but not hurry is a big point of emphasis. I think that is a great piece of coaching advice from the captain, who is maybe the best captain in the world, and Mike Throdano.
I agree, 100%. You can see the team's just getting warmed up now. Puck handling is just, I can already tell, it's just through the roof. And I don't know, it's going to be hard to tell if it's going to be like a goalie battle or a high-scoring, just total throwdown, you know?
Absolutely. Hopefully, it looks like Sleepy is in the lobby and is playing, so we might see 1 and 2 of the best goalies in the world playing against each other, hopefully. Selfishly, as a goalie, I'm hoping for a low-scoring game here, but we'll see what happens. I'm just excited to watch these boys get to work.
Me too. I mean, even in the Contenders Division game, some of the goalies, who do we see? We saw Crowbar play for the Galaxy. He was just fantastic, making saves
Absolutely.
left and right. We know he's a pretty aggressive goalie. I wonder if we're going to see something similar from these guys or if they're going to play a little more reserved.
Well, I know Crowbar. Crowbar is definitely a good friend of mine, a mentor, a guy who I look up to and has helped me a lot in my puck career. Also a fellow D2 goalie. I know John is incredible, maybe the best in the world at using his stick to swat shots away. His reaction time and his positioning with his stick is incredible. On the other side, Sleepy is just rock solid with his positioning. It is incredibly difficult to get any sharp angle on him.
I agree. And, shout out to both captains for sharing those points with us. I think both of these captains, from my interview, I will say they're very vocal. I think that's going to be play a big part in this game and who's going to win, who can rally their team to push through the whole game. And actually, we got 2 games today. One really cool thing about this league is they do these games in pairs pretty much. So we'll get to see 2 matchups. One team wins, one team loses. We'll get to see how the other team responds in the second game.
Absolutely. It's just like that in D2 as well. And I can tell you that first game is always a difficult one. You don't know what to expect. It's very hard to predict what is going to come out at you, and then it's always the second game that seems to settle in, and it seems like the second game is where the set plays start to come into play, and your defensive structure starts to take hold as well. So we'll see how it comes out. See if both teams maybe want to play a little more defensive as the first game starts, just to kind of get a read on what's going on, and then we'll see what happens from there.
Right, right. And you never know. I mean, I have no idea what we're going to see tonight in the Pro Division and out of these amazing players. You know, is it going to, like you said, is it going to start kind of slower? Are they going to get their footing, or is it just going to be all over the place?
Hopefully, I'm going to say slow. Hopefully for the 1-0 game here, but I can tell you, watching these guys warm up as a goalie, I'm sweating and I'm not even down there. So.
Right. I mean, I've spoken to some of these goalies before that play in Div 2 and Div 1, and when I play goalie in the plugs, they make me look silly. I'm not gonna lie. Those games tend to be blowouts and not in my favor.
Hey, but that's the beauty of puck, baby.
Absolutely. Looks like we're about 3 minutes till the start of the game. All the teams just collecting their players. I mean, let's think about it. Like, if you had to put a parlay, like, who do you think's scoring tonight? Who do you think's getting that big goal?
Well, on at least
a lot of choices in this game.
Bloomington Wild, you always got to look at Owen, second in the league in goals in D1.
Absolutely.
Always a threat. Some of the sickest mitts in the league.
I agree.
Impossible to just stay in front of that guy. And on the other side, I'm looking for Frog T. You know, one of the substitutions here. Hopefully, he's going to come out swinging and try to get on the board quick.
Yeah, he can get really hot sometimes if you play him in pugs or even in this league. He can get on really good hot streaks.
For
so
sure.
Maybe we'll see a taste of that.
Should be starting here very soon, boys.
The puck is dropped. Mike Thordano and Lumily, both captains, playing center. The puck goes back to Trev. He'll work it over to Glenski. Blue will get the rush started. Puck goes around the zone there. Frog T, the sub tonight, he'll clear it over to Glenski. He's going to bank it up the boards. Good pickup by Trev there. He's going to try and walk in. Tries to get over the blue line. Good stick there. Now Frog T walks in. Looking for the pass across. No one home. Mike Thordano's going to chase it down. Looking for another centering pass. Nice little passing play. Shoots! What a stop by Sleepy early in the game.
Big save. Beautiful stick save by Sleepy.
Now Mike Thordano throws it to the center. No one there for the Camel Crushers. Another shot by Trev. That just goes wide. Glenski down low. Looking for another center. Looks like they're all over that pass to the slot.
Absolutely. Camel Crushers have come out with a cycle game for the ages right now.
They've had a really nice start. They're going to dump it in. No luck there. And now here we go. Looks Lumily, the captain of the Wild. He works his way in. Centering pass.
Oh, just out of the reach. Just in the feet. That's a tough one to handle for any shooter.
Yeah. Kind of caught him almost like flat-footed there. Just an awkward angle. And now they're going to fight for it in their zone here. Or in their attacking zone, excuse me. It's Owen down low. He'll shoot it over. Lumily tried to knock it down with the high stick. He couldn't do it. Now they're going to get reset. It's Trev. Trev walks over the logo. Now over the blue line. Good defensive stick there by the captain, Lumily. He goes the other way. Over the blue line. Walks in, looks for a shot. That's a great save by John.
Looks like it snuck up on him a little bit. Wasn't expecting the low shot, but he got his stick down just in time.
It's Glenski over the blue line for his team. He looks to take it down low, tries to spin it back. He does get it to Frog T. He'll dump it in. Smart play there. The captain of their team, Mike Thordano, chips it over. It's Glenski now for the Camel Crushers. They battle behind the net there. Thinking of ways to get around Sleepy. Sleepy tracks it well.
Pass. Trying to chip it over the net. Glenski trying to get a little cheeky on the goalie there.
You can see Sleepy. I don't know if he was anxious about that or he was getting ready to stop that. I would be freaking out.
I'll take my money on the stop with Sleepy.
Now Owen walks into the slot. His shot just went high.
Looked like Frog T got a stick on it. Beautiful defensive play. We love to see that from our defensemen.
Now we got the G pass all the way out for Glenski. Couldn't connect though. That's a good stick by Lumily. He'll dump it the opposite direction. It's Matt now. And that's a giveaway to the defender. Glenski gets it all the way up to Mike Thordano. He's flat-footed. He'll dump that in, looking for Trev. Nearly a turnover. Goalie might have to come out.
Absolutely. It looks like from the beginning of this game, Bloomington's really looking for that stretch pass, but Calabasas has done a really good job of making sure that they've got people back to stop it.
Absolutely. Here come the Wild. A backhand shot had to be gloved down, or stick down, excuse me, by John.
A little double touch, a little nerves, perhaps.
Mike Thordano will chase, but Matt will get there first. He passes up to Lumley, doesn't reach his stick though. Trev's going to recover now for Calabasas. Over to Glensky, nice tape-to-tape pass. Bounces off his stick a little. Glensky just got flat in there.
That is what we call taking the hit to make the play, ladies and gentlemen.
And it goes right back to his stick, so it pays off. Glensky over to the logo, now over the blue line. Sleepy had to get a stick on it. Goes all the way back out.
You'd love to see that. Love to see the aggressive play to get out and clear that puck out of danger.
That's what we were hoping for. Sleepy comes all the way. He's going to dump it all the way. Frogty gets a stick on it. It's Owen now. He tries to get it over the blue line. He does. Working his way in. Stick handle. Shoot one. I think that was just wide.
It looked like he just tried to maybe throw it and maybe an own goal for the goalie, but beautiful play. Like I said, those sick handles coming into play here early.
Now Mike Thordano, he works it off the boards. Oh, he just lost the puck though. He would have been nearly home free. Maybe a 1v1 chance. Now Owen flips it on goal. Easy save for John. Owen down low. Maybe looks to wrap around her center. He's bothered by two defenders though. Glensky now for Calabasas. Sends it to the opposite side. It's Frog T. He's harassed by Owen. Good pressure here from the Bloomington Wild. Centering pass just didn't connect. And that'll end the first period.
Tight checking. First couple minutes, Calabasas really was putting the pressure on, but they settled in. Both teams kind of settled in. Now they've seen what both teams can do, and a couple of good saves.
Really
good
tight
overall.
I thought it was pretty even. I thought the Wild had a lot of pressure early, and then it kind of balanced out. The game kind of settled down. Both teams got a good feel for each other. And we're going to see what the rest of this game has to offer.
If it's anything like that, I love it.
Face off now for the second period. Long stretch pass doesn't get through. That's a good defensive read by Trev. Frog T now for the Calabasas. Calabasas Camel Crushers. Frog T works his way in. He was subbed in tonight. A shot. Good save there. Looks like he tried to go 5-hole. Sleepy said no.
He looked like he was already in butterfly too. Maybe was expecting that low shot.
There's a passing play.
What a
Owen
save.
couldn't put it. That was a huge save. I think he saved it and then went up the bar.
Absolutely. Got a piece of it, but we still count those as saves.
And a big one. Lumley dances in his own zone. He's harassed by the other captain, Mike Thordano. Mike Thordano, strong on his stick. Looks to make a play. Bounces off a Bloomington Wild player. They'll dump it in. Good stick there. Back to Frog T, though. Frog T in his own zone. He'll take a look. Goes to Trev in the neutral zone.
Absolutely.
Trev looks for the
passing in
cross-ice
D1.
pass. It's
These
some of the
passes
best.
have been incredible.
Here's Glensky down low. It gets intercepted by number 11. That's Matt for the Wild. Lumley looks to flip it to center. Good defensive play. It's Glensky now. This game really slowed down.
Definitely, both teams kind of getting a read for each other, though. You know, there's gonna be ups and downs, and it's gonna be what team can capitalize on the opportunities
Exactly.
that they get. Because puck's a funny game. You're gonna get a funny bounce.
Funny
every now and
bounce.
then, and
Right.
It's about what team's gonna capitalize on that first.
Glensky tried to spear the puck out of the air there. Nearly got it. Good defensive recovery by the Wild. The Wild look to get started, but Trev says no. He'll dump it in further. Glensky after it, but Matt will get there first. Doesn't really go off his stick, but then he gets out on the second try. Good keeping by Trev. He'll walk to center. Try to shoot it. Good stick there. I think maybe Owen got a stick on it. Now
It
pass
looks like
back
he
to
did.
Trev. Oh, man.
Those are those opportunities we were talking about. That funny bounces, random things can happen. A puck can just find you in the slot. You got to be ready at all times for that.
Nearly had a one-on-one with the goalie there.
definitely. But I'll take my money on the goalie.
Now Glenski will dump it in. He had no options. Puck's going to wrap all the way around to Matt. He'll dump it. Looks for an outlet pass. Glenski intercepts, though. Glenski tries to shoot. Good defensive play by Dicky Pecker, number 4 for the Wild. Now it's Mike
Great
Thordano
position.
down low. Hops over his stick, though. Dicky Pecker will clear it. Blumely, now the captain, works over the zone. Tries to dump it in. Here's Owen! Oh, I think John got a piece of it. That was a crazy pass.
Hard to tell, but my goodness. You're not going to get many better opportunities than that.
Frog team in his own zone. He's harassed there by Owen, but he does get the pass out. It's Trev now. Good interception by Lumley. Tries to take it to the center. Frog team said no. And now a turnover. Here's Lumley. Shoots. Score!
Goal.
It's the captain. He just takes it away, and that's all she wrote.
Beautiful. Defense leads to offense. Beautiful forecheck by Luma Lee. And hey, it's going to be hard to stop any of those shots in the slot like that. What an opportunity the
What a shot.
Bloomington Wild capitalized.
I got replay camera went a little funny, but the shot was pretty self-explanatory. What a shot that was. Here comes Trav. He works his way in. Bang pass down to Glenski on the point. Glenski will shoot, looking for a tip. Puck kind of lands in a funny area.
The jump save by Sleepy.
That
I
was
love
big.
it.
I didn't catch that, to be honest. It just was a really weird angle from my perspective. Now, here's a good pass. Finds Glenski. He'll go across to Thordano.
Oh,
Flew off his stick, though.
Mike, you got to catch those.
Puck trickles over to Dicky Pecker. He's going to go for a stretch pass. It's Luma Lee. Left of John. He shoots. Big save by John.
Huge save.
Luma Lee catches the rebound, though. He tries to work in. Oh, what a pad stop by John.
John is keeping them in the game with these saves. My goodness.
That's exactly what they're looking for, too. You know, picking him as a first goalie. That's what you're going to get. Now, Owen,
Exactly.
nifty little move. Generates a little bit of space. Throws it center. It was tipped.
Great
I think it was
stick by
just
the
tipped
defenseman.
wide. Yeah, great stick. Dicky Pecker now keeps the pressure alive. John taps it with the stick, though, to slow it down. Now the captain, Mike Thordano. His pass kind of goes a funny direction. Frog team. Whoa, what's going on with that puck out there? Everybody's got the butterfingers, or what I would call the log fingers in a pug, and that'll end the period.
Definitely much more of an exciting period for these guys. Obviously, the goal, love to see that. Not for me, but it seemed like both teams were hitting their passes, especially those stretch passes. Bloomington's been on top of it with those stretch passes. And they've gotten a lot of good looks, but John has just shut the door on most of them.
Yeah, he's been huge.
Big third period here. Hopefully, I think the Calabasas Camel Crushers just kind of have to dumb it down a little bit almost. Just make this simple play, not try to do the home run stretch pass here. Just simple plays. Hopefully you can get some pucks on net. You never know what can happen when you throw something weird on net.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Captain Luma Lee tries to work the puck out. Good stick by Frog T. He'll send it over to Glenski. Glenski kind of tries to work his way to the half boards. He couldn't. Now the two defenders can't agree on who gets the puck. They'll dump it in. Mike
That's
Thordano
exactly
down
what I'm
low.
talking about. Sometimes you just got to take that puck. You just got to get it in deep.
Take it
Trying
and
to get
dump
a little
it.
fancy on a touch pass.
Oh, nice little block by Frog T. He's down low now with some space. Centers! Glenski couldn't get enough on it.
That was a beautiful saucer chip feed. My
Really
goodness.
nice pass. Collision now by the logo. Bloomington will dump it in. Here comes Frog T. He'll dump it out to his teammate Glenski. Glenski with the little stick handles. Tries to work over the blue line. Shoots. Easy save for Sleepy. Now Glenski will look to the other side of the ice. It's Trev. Trev for the Camel Crushers. Little spin move. Generates some space. On the face-off dot. Oh, what a shot there. Just missed. Now a centering attempt. Sleepy got a pad on it.
Absolutely good look. Just to walk into the slot like that, getting the pucks on net. And there you go. Gave up a rebound. If almost could have had a goal there.
Here comes
Could've tied
Matt.
this
He's
game.
gone. Hit the side of the net. Frog T now. Frog T in his own zone. He'll get the rush started for the Camel Crushers. A little sick there by Lumley. He'll look to walk in. Couldn't get it done, though. Went off a stick. Now Trev now. Stops on a dime and passes it out to Mike Thordano on the half boards. Looks for the centering pass. No one home, though. The defender, Frog T, will recover, work his way in, and dumps. It's Mike Thordano. Down low. Maybe he was looking for a wraparound.
Thinking for a little Michigan.
Yeah,
Like
maybe.
he was trying to get it on the edge of his stick there.
Puck goes through the crease there. Now it's dumped in by Frog T. Other side is Glensky on the half boards. Glensky will dump it in further. He's got Mike Thordano. Thordano centers. Good stick there by Sleepy.
Love those plays. Love being able to get the goalie to stop those centering passes. It's a huge help for your team.
Huge.
You can have your goalie with the active stick stopping slot passes.
Huge. Absolutely. Now Trev. He's bothered by Lumley, though. Lumley can't recover that. Frog T is likely going to dump. Goes around the goal.
Bloomington Wild has had a very good forecheck, never letting anything easy out of the zone for Calabasas. I think that's one of the keys that has been stopping Calabasas from getting anything going here.
Big time.
Beautiful pass.
Here's a pass. Breakaway. Good stick. Good defensive recovery there. Now Glensky for Calabasas. Long pass over to Trev. They've been really good on those cross-ice passes, by the way.
Absolutely.
Nothing
Everyone
to
in
ignore.
D1 can make those beautiful passes. That's why it's one
Here's a
of the
pass.
best
There's one right
divisions.
there. Just went
Beautiful
over.
Opportunity. You got to capitalize on that.
Huge
Glensky
chance for
just
Calabasas.
got a little too much under it.
Now Lumley shot from the point just goes wide. It's Owen down low now. He's bothered by Trev. Good defensive play using the body. Now Frog T will try and clear, but the Bloomington Wild keep it in. It's Matt now. He shoots.
Oh.
Big stop by John.
Those are the toughest to save. Those quick shots from the point get on you late. Hard to see.
Huge,
Good stop
yeah.
by John.
And another shot. I think that was also saved by John.
Absolutely was. He is keeping his team in the game here with less than a minute left.
Lumley, I believe, will flip it high in the air, looking for Owen. Doesn't get to him. Owen steals, though. We got maybe a 2-on-1 or even a breakaway chance here. Shot was just wide.
Owen makes me nervous even watching him as a goalie. He is such a good player with that stick. He has incredible hands.
Absolutely. Here's Matt trying to center. Good stick by Frog T. Matt's going to look to dump it back to his zone so they can get reset.
killing
10 seconds to
time
go
here.
in the third. They're going to kill the clock and win this game. We do have a scoreboard issue. I think the team's joined the wrong colored team. We'll be sure to flip that before the next game. That's a 1-0 Bloomington Wild victory.
Yeah, Bloomington just kind of all over him. That forecheck really stopped Calabasas from getting anything going. They had a
Huge.
few good moments in that first period, but it looked like Bloomington really settled into the game and locked down any offense that the Calabasas Camel Crushers could get going.
And you're right. It was a goalie battle, to say the least.
Absolutely my favorite kind of battle. Both goalies played really well. Obviously, John had seemed like quite a bit more work, but
Huge.
both goalies incredible.
Looks like they'll be going back to warm-up here.
Yeah, absolutely. Calabasas might want to take a little bit of time here, kind of look it over, because maybe not their best game. I'm sure they could tell you that as well, that they weren't happy with that performance. So maybe they got to go back to the drawing board a little bit, get a little
Absolutely.
bit of strategy going on here.
All right, everyone. Hopefully that scoreboard issue should be resolved. Although, being a 1-0 game, it probably was pretty explanatory who won. So, Lucky for us there.
Absolutely. It does look like there might be a bit of a goalie change here. John might be out and Gripped is in.
Here we go. Interesting change there.
Certainly hope that's not blaming that goal on John or anything here, but
100%. I
Griff
think
also a very good goaltender.
yeah. I think some teams just make those changes just to try and get a spark going for their team.
Absolutely, and
Change the pace, change it up.
Is 100% the easiest position to kind of hop in and out of there. So
100%. Speaking of which, you know, you're down at ice level there. You hear the benches, you hear them. What do you think is like the biggest change, maybe in pace or anything really, we're going to see in this game? What do you think the teams are going to do differently?
well, I think if you're Bloomington, don't change a thing. You know, John just made a
Right.
lot of really great saves, and you know, maybe if it wasn't for him, that would have been 4-0.
And they held their own. I agree. He bailed them out when
Absolutely.
he needed to.
I think Calabasas, I think they were almost there. I think they may be just a little too cute in the neutral zone. Some of these just quick passes, quick easy passes, or you know, if you're getting harassed, you know, just get the puck in deep, throw some things on net. You never know what can happen. So I think for Calabasas, just kind of dial it in just a little bit and keep it a little simpler.
Yeah, all good takes. All right, we get ready for game 2 now. Good face-off there. Here's Owen. He shoots. That's just wide of Grip. The Grip nearly
Right off the
tested
bat.
early there.
Absolutely, that's the worst thing is you just want to make that first save as a goalie.
Yeah.
'Cause if you let the first one in, you know, the nerves start to get in there. You never know what's going to happen on the second shot either. So
Yeah. Here comes Trev now. He's harassed by Dickie Pecker, who's had a... Dickie Pecker, I think, is a very underrated player. He's had a really strong defensive game in the first game.
absolutely, beautiful stick stopping the passes.
Little flipper. That's a tricky save for Grip to make early. Really awkward one.
Absolutely.
Now Glensky, he's going to go around the logo, I should say, looking for the long pass to his captain. Wouldn't connect, though.
Almost had him very close.
He would have been gone. And you know what? Mike Ferdano is going to be one of the last players I want to see as a goalie on a breakaway.
Absolutely. That green stick has haunted me in practice
Yes.
many times.
Here comes Trev now for Calabasas. He tries a little spin pass. Couldn't get it off, though. He stick handles, though. Keeps it in himself. Couldn't get all the way, though. Matt got in the way. Now a centering pass. Tried to find the stick of Glensky. No luck there. Puck banks
like
off the
Trev-
half boards.
Trevor's coming out with a little more juice here. Maybe he's going to try to take the reins here
Yeah.
and take over this game.
He's going to try and get the jet fuel going. Here comes Owen. Over the zone. Owen. He shoots. Puck took a crazy block
save.
and then was saved and went off the crossbar. Now another chance for Matt. That was a huge play by Grip.
Grip getting tested early here, showing why he is a D1 goalie.
Absolutely. Now Lumley to the left of Grip. He goes down low now. Lumley trying to get the wrap. I believe it hit the body of Frogty. Good defensive play.
Big stick by Frogty. Huge. Love to see
Huge. Now Glensky. He'll work over the neutral zone. Glensky's harassed by Owen, though. No luck for Owen. Glensky will get it in further, but the defense recovers. It's Lumley now, the captain. Nice little flip, and Frogty just gets leveled. He just ran into Lumley, and it did not work in his favor.
that. Getting a little chippy out here, ladies and gentlemen.
Speaking of chip, there's a chip pass over to Owen. Good stick by Trev. Oh, and a huge hit over the logo.
What a hit.
Right over his own logo. Trev just got decked.
Might have to make sure he's got all his teeth left after that one. Holy
Put him on his
smokes.
rocker. Puck goes behind Grip now. Trev, Grip's defender's gonna pass it back to the other defender. That's Frogty. Frogty will slow the game down, take a look. He's gonna look for Glensky. Glensky crosses the blue line. No, he doesn't actually. Thankfully, we have no offsides in puck. Good little move there. Glensky, high shot.
What
was
a
blocked,
stick
and the
by
goalie cleared it
Dickie
out.
Pecker. Like you said, Dickie Pecker playing lights out defensively.
Really good.
Shades of Nick Lidstrom.
Really, really good. Here's Owen now in the offending zone. Owen cross-ice pass. Glensky got a stick on it. No luck there. Now Mike Thordano will do a little G pass, and the goalie will return it. Goes to Frogty. Brogty passes to the open ice. It's going to be Glensky. He'll clear it in the opposite side. Looking for Mike Thordano. Couldn't get the shot off. Good defensive play there by Matt.
Looks like Calabasas is trying those really high chip passes, and they've almost connected on a few of them here. I think if they keep at
it, can work.
These might get behind.
Yeah.
I like it. I like the idea.
Glensky in his own zone, getting a little dangerous there. Grip nearly has to bail him out, though.
Always makes me nervous when my defenseman takes it in front of the net like
right,
that. Like
yeah. It's Dicky Pecker. Nice little pass over to Matt. Puck's nearly turned over. No one's really home. Lumley recovers, though. Lumley stops in the dime. Now he looks to make a play. Maybe a centering pass there.
Beautiful defensive play by Trev. Trev, a lot of juice out here in this first period.
Now Lumley looks to maybe take it center. It was blocked. Glensky now. Little backwards pass there over to Trev. Trev will pass it to center ice. Hits the stick of Mike Thordano, the captain. Calabasas is looking to start the rush now. It's Trev. Over the blue line, finds Mike Thordano. It's down low. Pass along the half boards to Glensky. Glensky tries to center. Good block by Lumley.
Yeah, it looks like Calabasas is trying to get a little bit of their own forecheck here. Someone really hounding that puck carrier out of the zone.
Nice stick there by Owen.
Out of Bloomington Wild.
Absolutely. Puck is thrown all the way on goal. Grip has to clear it out. That'll end the second period. 0-0 is the score.
Yeah, same thing that we've seen last game. Really tight checking. Both these teams are incredibly good defensively. It's hard to get any great opportunities. That's why you really got to be on your P's and Q's and pay attention and be ready for that opportunity to come to you.
And the goalies too. How about Grip? Stepping in this game, he's been really good.
Coming in, no action, just kind of cold right off the bench, and he was tested early, and he definitely answered the bell.
Absolutely. We'll see what this third period has to offer now. It's Owen. He tries to shoot a funny shot on Grip. He makes a save.
Excellent positioning, making sure he's tight on that post.
Now Grip's going to come out, ballsy play, but he gets it off. Goes to Mike Thordano. He'll pass it back. Turnover here. What a stop by Grip out of the blue paint there.
Grip bringing the juice for his team here. I like it.
Giving his team a chance to win. Now Dicky Becker, the defender, all the way up, tries to make a centering pass. No good, though. Trev will look for a little outlet pass. Matt said no. Matt in his own zone. He'll stop and take a look. Little flip pass. It's going to find Lumley. Oh, man. Just caught him going backwards, kind of. Little awkward spot there.
Good try, though. We like that.
Really good try. Now Trev gets over Lumley. He'll pass it over to Glensky. Glensky, backhand shot, hit the side of the net.
Good look. Great pass. Trev has been incredible this game.
Really good. He's really good at just finding open ice, in my opinion. That's one thing. One out of many things he's been really good at.
Using that great handle of his, just get into the space to make a play. We love to see that.
Big time. Now Trev, nifty little move. Couldn't complete it, though. Now Owen, he might be gone. Here comes Owen for Bloomington. He shoots. Huge stop by Grip.
Save. Stick taps for Grip. My goodness.
All the way. Grip came out again.
Easy feat.
And you know what? I said this in the Div 2 game with Crowbar. You got to be really confident to make those plays as a goalie to pop out. And if you can do that, you're a good goalie, man.
He's just outside of that blue ice, being aggressive, knowing that that shot is coming, and that beautiful stop. My goodness.
Absolutely. Long pass to Mike Thordano now. He'll be down low. Pass along the half boards. Try to find Glensky. Glensky back to Mike Thordano. They'll kind of chip it back and forth to each other. Puck's going all over the place. Glensky now takes a look. He's down low. Centering. Mike Thordano. Oh, he was just inches off getting that puck.
Mike Thordano has been around the puck.
Big time.
Almost scoring so many times.
Now Glensky throws it on goal. Good little stick there by John. I'm sorry, that's Sleepy.
Looks like this game is opening up quite a bit here. Maybe a little bit of fatigue, perhaps.
Maybe, and that's dangerous. I mean, just over 2 minutes left. You score one, you'd think maybe it's over with this kind of game. And how these goalies are playing, especially Grip.
My goodness, can't be said enough how well Grip is playing right now.
Lumley pass off the boards to himself. He shoots another big save by Grip there.
That's light work for him now.
And oh, another stick save. It goes all the way back. They'll play goalie tennis now.
Disrespect. Oh, get that
Wow.
out of here.
He is giving the
Grip,
Camel
you
Crushers a
dirty
chance to
dog.
win. Big time. I can't believe that. Now here's Dickie Pecker in his own zone. Pass across. Good little stick there, I believe, by Frog T. The Wild will recover, though. It's Matt. Now over to Owen across the blue line. Owen shoots! Another save by Grip.
Beautiful pass. Quick little pass by, maybe it was Frog T? No, it was Matt that made the beautiful pass.
There was a shot there after some dangles by Trev. I think it just went high.
Trev is going to score. He is feeling
He's
it right
looking
now.
for it. Now Frog T, good little keep in there. He spins for Calabasas. Puck's down low now. It'll bounce around the half boards. Goes to Glensky. He'll have to stop for it. Oh, it was blocked. Now Lumley might have a 2-on-1 here. It's Lumley and Dickie Pecker. Maybe over to Dickie Pecker. It's in front of Grip. No one can get it, though.
What a stick by Frog T to
Break up that play,
2-on-1.
yeah. Now Frog T. It's turnover again. Here's Lumley. He waits. Oh, he tried to do the little flip pass. Couldn't get it, though.
This game is open and up like a can of tuna. My goodness. These
Nearly a
both
little
teams
spinorama
have had
flip, yeah.
incredible chances.
Lenski over the half boards. His shot goes wide. Mike Frodano recovers. Tries a pass to the slot. It's no good. Nearly another breakaway, but Frog T recovers. He's harassed by Lumley. Frog T over. If you're just tuning in now, the Bloomington Wild won the first game 1-0. We're in game 2 here. This has been just... It's opening up, but it's been an absolute goalie contest.
100%. Grip has been playing out of his mind. Sleepy as well has been fantastic
Really
on
good.
the other side.
Puck bouncing around the neutral zone. That'll end the third period. We are heading to overtime.
Both teams securing at least 1 point here. Huge for the standings. I believe they were very close in the standings, perhaps 4 and 5.
Very close. 4 and 5.
So-
Bloomington Wild 3-1, 1 and 2. 12 points. That's before these two games. And the Calabasas Camel Crushers 2-0, 1 and 5. So a little further behind. They have 7 points. But, like you said, 4th and 5th. So very close.
Absolutely. Anytime you can secure points early in the season, they're way earlier to get earlier in the season than they are later. So anytime you can get a point at least in a game, you like to see it.
Big time. Here's I think another stick save by Grip. Off
Grip is
the hop.
Getting disrespectful with that stick right now.
Absolutely. Mike Frodano has some room. He's down low looking to center, no one there. Lenski on the blue line. He'll try and dangle, but he's outnumbered. Now Mike Frodano has a chance. Oh, he fanned on it.
Mike has been everywhere, man. He is kicking himself for that. He had a golden opportunity.
Puck will go along the boards. It's Trev in his own zone for Calabasas. Lumley harasses him, though. Lumley now with the puck. Here's Lumley, 4th in the league in assists. Lumley, the captain, tries to... Here it is, a little pass to Matt. Oh, just went wide.
Absolutely gorgeous pass by Luma Lee. Nice and easy to receive there.
Nearly had another assist. Now a dangerous centering pass. I think Frog T maybe got a stick on that.
Perhaps that was a cheeky play to bounce it off the
Now it's in front of the goal. Oh, Grip comes in huge. They're looking for that greasy goal. Now it's Owen wraparound. He missed it.
When a goalie is in the zone like that, that's all you can do is throw some stuff on net and hope it goes in. But Grip
Hope and
playing
pray.
so well.
Absolutely. Now it's Lumley with the far shot. Looking for maybe the Matt tip. Didn't go through, though. Now Dickie Pecker will clear it in. He's got Owen. Oh, just over his stick.
Had a chance. That is
Little
a hard
too
pass
far.
to receive, but
Yeah.
my gosh. The passing.
If I caught that pass, I actually would buy maybe 20 or 30 lotto tickets and quit my job. Actually. Oh, man. One day. Now Trev will try and maybe flip it on goal there. It's going to be cleared out. Now Owen for the Wild. Turns it over to Trev, though. 1-on-2. Trev, nice little move. Good stick by Matt. And good positioning, too.
Absolutely. Locking it down.
Matt passes to himself off the half boards. Very creative player. I think he's had a lot of creative, nifty little moves so far in the game.
100%. Haven't called
There's
his
another
name a
one.
lot, but He has been rock solid
Yeah.
on defense
Unsung hero.
for sure.
Now it's Trev. Trev walking in over the line, looking for Glensky. He shoots off the side of the net. Maybe Sleepy got a stick on it. I couldn't tell from my angle.
Nor could I, but they were looking for that nice.
It was
little
close,
backdoor
yeah.
pass, and they've gotten real close side of the net on a few of these.
Really, really close. Here comes Glensky. Good little turnover there. Glensky bumps it up to Trev. He might have a look. Here's Trev. Nice move. Shoots. Oh, it was blocked, and Sleepy had to make a save.
Sleepy
Barely got
knocked
the
it
right
back.
toe.
Very close to own goaling. My goodness.
Yeah. Now another chance for Glensky. Couldn't get the shot off. Good defensive play. Puck back to center.
Overtime has delivered. This game has been exciting.
Really good. We got a minute 50 to go in the first overtime here, folks. Glensky down low. Tries to center it. Goes right to Owen, though, for Bloomington. Owen, his pass is deflected. They'll clear it in. Sleepy with the goalie tech. He's going to come out. Fans on it. Look out. Here's Glensky. Oh, he lost a handle. Nearly had an open goal.
My goodness. Nothing, no worse feeling than misplaying the puck in the corner as a goalie and having to take
Man.
that walk of shame back to the crease. But
Sleepy
bailed
catches
out
a
by
huge break.
mishandle.
Huge break. Now Lumaline is offending zone for the Wild. Looks to center. Goes to a dangerous spot. No one there to put it home, though. Good body by Grip.
Grip absolutely hugging that post, not letting that in.
Now it's Trev for the Camel Crushers. Over to Frog T. Frog T will dump it in, safe play. He's got Mike Thordano down low. Thordano will rip it around. The defense will recover, though. It's the captain, Lumalee. Lumalee dumps it in, looking for Owen. Just went wide. Now Glensky in his own zone will get reset for the Camel Crushers. Stops on the dime. Tries to get around Lumalee. He'll dump it in. Now it's Dicky Pecker. Nearly turned over. Here we go. Here's Mike Thordano. He's got it on his backhand. Back to his forehand. He'll try and flip it in deep.
Met with the absolute seatbelt on Mike Throdano. Not letting him have an inch in that corner.
Puck goes all the way to the Camel Crusher zone. Trev will recover and pass to Glensky. That's a nice pass.
These D1 passes.
Here's a chance for a one-timer. Mike Thordano just went over his stick, I think.
Mike, yeah, he's
Looking
that
for
play
it.
again. That lob pass to him on the back door.
Would have been a buzzer beater. Boy, it's hard to lose track of time in these games. Especially during
These
overtime.
Periods are flying right now. What a game. This has been incredible. Log, I got to say, this is my first time in the booth. It has been a pleasure.
This has been
brother.
fun,
This
man.
is electric.
And, I mean, what a great 2 games, especially this one, to start off on.
This game for sure. Obviously,
100%.
the first game, like I said earlier in the broadcast, sometimes you got to feel out that first game. You don't
Right.
know what to expect. But both teams are opening this thing up. They want this goal. They want those 2 more points.
The shot by Owen, I think, just went high. Nearly scored early in the second overtime. Owen looks to center. Oh, just missed the stick. And that was shot by Matt from the point. Good stop by Grip, I believe.
Big save by Grip. Snuck up on him, too. You could tell it kind of caught him by surprise a little bit.
How many
but
saves does he have in this game?
A billion.
Wow. I mean, he's just standing on his head. Here's a chance for Owen. Shoot, score!
The OT winner, Owen.
It's Owen. And it's 2 wins for the Bloomington Wild.
Hats off to Bloomington Wild. What a game. Both these teams, especially in that second game, poured it all out. Can't fault Grip, man. He stood on his head. He's getting the first star of the game for sure.
100%. It's been an absolute pleasure, man. This was 2 really good games. Bloomington Wild
Absolutely.
take both. They were dominant. Poor Grip, man. He
Grip.
played really well.
Fantastic. Hats off to you, my friend. Closing thoughts, Log. What'd you think?
Really solid performance by both teams. Who scored that goal, man? Who was it?
The second goal was Owen.
Owen. I was
Which
expecting
who
one of the
scored?
captains. That was my prediction. I was going to say it during the intermission, but they're just too short,
Absolutely. They're going too quick, but
Owen
my
surprises us.
prediction of
And,
100%.
real quick, he was really lurking in the weeds during that whole game. I thought maybe he was going to slip by and get it, and he did.
He did. He had some fantastic chances early in the game as well, but Man, it's got to feel good for him to get that OT winner. He is a impact player making impact plays, and right there he shows you why he's one of the best in the world.
Big time, big time. Well, it has been a pleasure. Unfortunately, the third set of games was rescheduled. We don't know when, but I'm sure that'll be updated soon. I was your host, Stumpy Logs, or Log for short, and I was joined by Beluski down at S level. We are signing out. Thanks for watching, y'all.
Absolutely. Have a good night, fellas.